Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory, and a win is a win, is a win, is a win, is a win, is a win. It has just finished at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal won, Norwich City 0, which marks our first win and first 3 points of the season. It's getting weird how I'm predicting these games, because I think I predicted that I didn't get Brentford right. I got Chelsea City and Norwich right so far. But in the preview simulations on FIFA 21, all of the games that we lost up until now, or all of the results, all of the kind of whether it was a win or a loss or a draw, I lost all the games that we lost, and I've won, I won the game against West Brom, but I lost to Brentford, City, and Chelsea, and lost to Norwich as well. So I was really worried, and I was almost, if we'd lost today, I would have probably put out stuff on social media saying I should really stop playing FIFA because I was starting to get really suspicious. So we won 1-0. It was nice to see us win. It was kind of what I predicted in a way. I haven't really seen much of the reaction of it yet, but it was a half decent performance. I was encouraged by what I saw, and you have to say from that performance, the points that Edu made in his interview are pretty much justified so far. Maybe it might all change again come Burnley and Spurs, but at this moment in time, he's justified by what he said, because the majority of the players that played today were quote-unquote Arteta signings, and it was the first time that these new signings have played together in front of the Emirates crowd. And for the most part, it was a good performance. I thought we played really, really well. I think there was only really maybe 15, 20 minutes in the first half and maybe 10 minutes of the second half where Norwich looked like they could get back into it. Granted, in the second half, I was distracted by a phone call from my grandfather, so I was kind of half watching the game. But from what I could see, I didn't feel like we were in danger at all in the game, and that might just be because the only other team that are worse than us this season might be Norwich. I don't know, but from what I could see, I didn't really see anything that made me think, oh yeah, Norwich deserves something from that game. Maybe if we were going on the first half performance, we could say, towards the end of the first half, Norwich were on top, but after that, couldn't really see anything. I thought it was a very disciplined, well-drilled performance. I thought that in terms of the choice of the starting lineup and the choices that Arteta made, I know I saw people complaining about the fact that Lokonga went off, but I think every decision that Arteta made today was the right one. Yes, we only scored one goal, and the goal we scored was scrappy, and I think that's where fans will kick off, because we didn't put them to the sword. And this is where the team can't really win, because we play badly and lose. Even if we play badly and still win, people still complain. And in this case, we didn't play badly. We probably should have won the game by more. I just think in certain cases, we didn't finish our dinner. It was the same old, where we get into really good positions. For the most part, we dominated the game. And when we got into that final third, somebody like Pepe would decide to take a shot when the defenders already met him, that kind of thing. He would take his time to take a shot, essentially. But in general, yeah, I was encouraged. I put a tweet out after the game saying I'm encouraged. I'm not going to get too overhyped about it, because I'm not one of these fans that changes their opinion after every game. Like when we win, it's like Arteta's amazing and the team are amazing and we should be in the top four and all this rubbish. And then when we lose, it's like, oh, Arteta needs to go, we need a new manager, blah, blah, blah. The players are crap, this, that and the other. No, I'm trying to look at it more balanced. There are a few times that Norwich got in behind too easily, which I wasn't too pleased with. But overall, I actually think the defence did really well. So on that, the lineup he went with was completely against what I thought he was going to go with. So he played, it looked like from the simulation on OneFootball, it looked like it was a back three. He decided to go with Ramsdale in goal, which was, again, a big shock because I didn't expect Ramsdale to be playing in the league over Leno. Well, according to OneFootball, we had, let's remind ourselves, shouldn't be allowing so much dead air. But anyway, so we had, according to OneFootball, Ramsdale in goal. So they've changed. Yeah, they've changed it since the start of the thing. So it was 4-2-3-1. So we had Ramsdale in goal, Tierney at left back, Tomiyasu at right back, Gabriel and Ben White at centre back, which is sort of what I expected. I expected the back four to be that, even though in my preview game on FIFA, I think I played Cedric there, and then Maitland-Niles and Sambi Lokonga in central midfield, which is something I didn't actually expect. I expected Partey to play. I guess after all the craziness that went on with Maitland-Niles during the latter days of the transfer window, it made sense to sort of give him that belief that like he has a little bit of a future here. I think he's probably going to go, if not January, next summer anyway. So yeah, I was surprised to see Maitland-Niles there, but he actually did all right. He actually played okay. Lokonga was probably the better of the two players in the centre of midfield, and when Partey came on, Partey was on the bench. Partey looked really good as well. And then we had Pepe, Ødegaard in the number 10 position, and Saka on the left-hand side, and then we had Aubameyang up front. Tierney and Tomiyasu played as wing-backs, I think, which I didn't mention before. The standout performers for me were, even though he placed a few loose passes, misplaced passes, Lokonga was really good. I thought Ben White was really good. I thought Gabriel was really good. Tomiyasu was probably the man of the match for me, because he looked big in every one-on-one. He got forward and got himself into really good positions. You know, there was a move he did early in the game where he kind of like flipped round the centre back, just a 1-2 around the centre back, which was really cool. So I was very, very impressed with him. You know, everyone played okay. Ødegaard also, I felt, had a really good game as well. Ramsdale didn't really have to do very much, which was good. The only chance I can think of that was really dangerous was where Max Aarons had a cross from the right-hand side that I didn't see who flicked it on, but it flew across the face of goal, and Ramsdale was nowhere near it at that point. But I don't think that would have been necessarily down to him. For the most part, though, I'm pleased. I'm pleased with how the team dug in to get that result. They fought for the goal and they fought to keep it, essentially. And that's what I want to see going forward. Burnley, Spurs, Brighton, I want to see that. Wimbledon in the Cup, I want to see that going forward. It's something to build on now. As I say, I'm not going to get carried away and think that, you know, all our troubles are over now. There's probably still, like I said, Norwich got in behind a few too many times for my liking. At some points, scattered here and there, but like for the most part, I thought it was a decent performance. I'm not really bothered about us winning 3-0. As long as we win the game, it doesn't matter. Yes, it was a scrappy goal. The build-up for the goal was really good. The end product wasn't pretty, but we scored. And Aubameyang is off the mark as well, so that's good. And as I say, it's a building block. So we'll just have to take it from there. And just build on this. That's all we can do at this stage. There isn't anything more I can really say. We just have to build on this. You know, it was a decent performance. We got a clean sheet. We won, and that's the positives we've got to look at here. I can't really think of anything that was too negative in the game, and I know there's going to be people out there that say, for example, "Oh, it's only Norwich." But it's like, yeah, you're saying that now, but 3 days ago you were acting as if like, and it probably was, that this was the biggest game of the season and we have to beat Norwich and all this kind of stuff. And people that are saying, well, it's only Norwich. Well, that's just proof of your agenda that you just want Arsenal to lose, so Arteta goes. And it's just stupid. Like, if you call yourself a fan of the club, like even if you don't like Mikel Arteta, and I'm definitely and I probably have been on the fence with him since even when he won the FA Cup, I was still kind of like, oh, is this going to last, sort of thing. But you got to support the team, in my opinion. Like, you can't be wishing for your team to lose because you want to be justified in your opinion. It just doesn't make any sense, to me anyway. But no, we should be happy. As fans, we should be happy. It was a decent performance. We got a clean sheet and we won the game, which normally happens with a clean sheet, I know. But yeah, so it was pretty good. You know how, I was thinking of that song, What's That Coming Over the Hill, Is It a Monster? And I kind of thought of that, of thinking, what's that coming over the hill? Is it a corner? Are we approaching a corner now? Are we turning a corner all of a sudden? Hopefully. We just got to build on this now. Move forward. Go to Turf Moor next week and do over Burnley, and then we've got Spurs, and that's the real test when we play Spurs. Spurs got battered 3-0 today by Crystal Palace, which was fun. Not only the fact that it was fun because Spurs lost, but because Patrick Vieira is Palace's manager now, so it was nice to see like an ex-Arsenal legend get one over Spurs yet again. That was fun. But yeah, I'm encouraged. I'm pleased with what I saw today. Because I was expecting us to, come out and do exactly the same thing that we've been doing for the past 3 weeks, playing well for the first 10, 15 minutes and then conceding a goal and then not finding a way back into the game. And I just really liked the way that the team fought to score. And then when they scored, they fought to keep the score at 1-0. Yeah, I was pleased to see that. So hopefully we build on this and we're not back here next week complaining about exactly the things that we complaining about prior to the international break. So yeah, well done. Don't know why I said well done. Anyway, I think I'll leave it there. Not going to go on too much, but yeah, glad to see us with 3 points on the board, and we've moved up to the mighty place of 16th at the moment until Chelsea play Leeds later on. Is it Leeds? I think it's Leeds. Don't know why, if I do this thing where I always doubt myself. Oh no, Aston Villa, sorry. Leeds are playing Liverpool. Yeah, so yeah, until Villa and Leeds and Everton and Burnley play it, I think the league will change around a fair bit. But yeah, at the moment we're 16th. So as I say, all this is now is just to kind of go, yeah, we've won this, we've won a game now, and we've performed pretty well, so let's build on it. So as I say, I'm going to leave it there. I will speak to you again for Armchair Armory previewing the Burnley game, but until then, take care and stay safe.